This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Blacksad, Under the Skin. In the last episode, we finished with Yale, got him killed a couple times, one in alternate reality or whatever, but we were able to find out about his heart palpitations, panic attacks, and other such things, which means he's probably not going to be, probably wouldn't be able to survive about with Stone, really, with all those issues, but, anyway, after that, we, I guess, decided to go to our next lead, which is weird because the game doesn't straight up tell me that I need to go to O'Leary's next. Yeah, that's where the game took me. I assume it's because he was just a suspect, so they're like, oh, he's done, let's go to the next down, O'Leary, but I don't think the main character ever says, oh, I need to go check O'Leary now. It just kind of happens. Maybe I missed that line of dialogue somewhere when they were talking, but anyway, we're in O'Leary's basement. We got to walk around. We got a timer. Hopefully we can find a light source before that's over, so... alright, let's get to it. I assume, how many timers are going to be in this game anyway? Anyway, it's in the... Let's just go back up and leave. Bye! Oh, I can't leave. Okay. But you can see that little timer there. I assume if we don't do it in time, we fail or die or something like that. I don't know. I wonder if there's any stickers in this room. Probably going to get caught because I'm not... Oh. Hello. Oh, there we go. Another card. I wonder how many of those I've actually missed over the course of the game. Probably a few, just because of the whole... If you're not standing in the, like, the specific spot, you'll miss, Okay, is that all there's to this room? Okay. Huh. You would think that button there would be, something. Okay. Okay, apparently I'm missing something like a... Oh, man. Seriously? Am I just missing... Oh, what? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, another card. That's not what I was looking for, but... Alright, we get this card. I wasn't even trying to look for cards. I assume those automatically save, because I think I've failed before. And, the game has still unlocked them. It seems certain things like the Hall of Fame stuff seems to stay unlocked. Wow, I didn't find it, whatever it was, because I want around.
No, not now. Some answers only come to you when it's far too late.
Yeah. Basically my lighter went out. That's what the timer's for. And then someone found me and I assume I died, so... Okay, let's try... I looked everywhere, but nothing, like, highlighted for me. Like, no X's or other than those cards. Oh, I have to... Oh, I have to gather those again. I didn't save it. Well, it's not like... That's not really the thing. I mean, yeah, if I find them, great, but... I'm trying to find... I assume under the light source. You'd think it'd be on this wall over here, but I'm not getting any X moments. Wall here. Nothing there. Maybe I have to, maybe I have to change the direction of my light source, maybe? Okay, this is... If I fail multiple... Oh, okay, there we go. Maybe that's it. Yay! Really? I had to... Nah, never mind. Use the R to point your flashlight, enable new hotspots. Okay. Woo! Look at my arm go, whoa! Whoa! Yeah. Anyway. Oh, was that the only thing I had to... Ooh, hello. What's this? What's this? There's my things everywhere.
I was expecting some frozen bodies.
Well, did Leary say he ever killed people? I mean, maybe. I don't know. He could have been lying to me. Oh, a card. Rick DeMarco. It'll be interesting to see by the end of the game how many cards I actually straight up missed. Alright, what's up here? Oh, another card. Collecting all the cards today. All of them. It looks like we're going to have to move it. Press X with all your might. Oh.
It won't budge.
Oh, well, never mind then. Anything else in here before? Oh, hello. Oh, there's a couple other X spots. Alright, let's check that one. Oh, nope. That ain't working. Wasn't there a thing down there? Oh, it's because it's got a brake on it. Huh. Oh, of course. Don't all cabinets in closets have brakes on them? You know, I turned off the vibration on my controller, but yet it's still vibrating. What the hell? I bet if I go in the options menu, it's going to be still unclicked for controller vibration. I don't know if you can hear my controller vibrating like crazy. Alright, let's take a look at everything around here. This must be the betting parlor for the gambling and all that.
The odds are incredibly in Stone's favor. I guess that he's the reigning champion, and Bobby Yale is just a contender, but maybe word got out about his condition.
And of course, if Yale wins, then whoever bets on him will get a bigger haul. You know, this place kind of reminds me of The Sting. I think the movie was called The Sting. That's a good movie. You should check it out if you like old movies about gambling dens and stuff like that. I think it had like, was it Robert Redford? No. I'll remember it later. Steve J. Grayson, Stone, 200, Liguana. Those are some of the betting tickets, I guess. There's more betting tickets. Mixed bets, football, hockey, baseball. Reminds me of Flintstones. Bet!
There's one on each table, except this one.
Alright, anything else here? Nope. Okay. Alright, let's go. Keep looking around. Oop, hello. Clocks. Designate time, like certain places, like what time they're at.
Does O'Leary have a network of pals?
Usually they do. Well, back in the day, anyway. I don't know about modern times or anything like that, but most, oh, hello. Oh, whoa! Ah! No! Game! Ah! Now, is it showing on... Oh, it is showing on my recording, too. Wow, this game's fucked up glitched.
Wow.
Look at that.
I didn't realize you could place so many bets on a single baseball game.
Oh, yeah. Different odds or betting on certain things to occur. Wow, look at that, folks. This game is perfect. It is a masterpiece. It does not even need to be fixed or bug tested or anything like that. We've got everything we need right here, right now. It is a wonderful show. Anyway, sorry, but I might have to reset it or something like that. Oh, well, I'll do that later, I guess.
Could that be Ireland?
Oh yeah, even with that little card glitch happening there. That's what happens in Ireland, man. Didn't you know? Oops, hold on. There we go.
I'd say that's Ireland too.
Well, O'Leary is Irish, isn't it? Isn't that name Irish? I'm just saying. Oh, what was...
The painting concealed file after file of celebrity reports with all sorts of shady information, ranging from S to Z. Almost all of them were athletes. Is that what O'Leary meant when he said that detectives and police officers were his friends? I wonder how many spy for him. If I were to pitch in, who would I spy on?
I can't even tell because the glitch. Close folder, stone, something. Well, I'll pick the options that don't close the folder. The game will tell us. I wonder how long that's going to be there. It probably won't be there till I reset it. Wouldn't it be messed up if I reset it and it's still there?
Thorpe had been a rising football star before the war, which he came back from with honors and decorations. After the truce, he resumed his career. He won 3 season trophies and a couple of MVP awards. He retired after an accident that left him paralyzed from the waist down. He started his own sports advertising agency 4 years ago, but according to the files, O'Leary hadn't even tried to corrupt him.
Huh. Maybe he has some weird type of honor because he was a war hero, maybe? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Now I can see Bobby Yale and Al Stone. Okay. I guess it depends on where the wording is how bad the glitch is. This is so surreal. Usually I don't catch glitches like
In
right
Bobby
on
Yale's
camera.
folder, all I found was a log of his incredible stats as an aspiring champion. 20 victories, 16 by knockout. Although, at the end of the report, someone had underlined one word several times. Untouchable.
Huh, I wonder why. Oh, the glitch is slowly disappearing, folks. Soon it'll be gone forever. But not till we're done with this.
According to Stone's report, he was so clean, not to mention hard to corrupt, that O'Leary opted for a more subtle strategy. Apparently, when he broke up with the tennis player Helen Moore, he set her up with Stone. Lucky for him, they hit it off. As I put away the report, I stopped in my tracks.
Well, you're not walking or anything like that. How's you stopping your tracks? It's not like you're on a train track.
Did I really want to risk knowing what O'Leary had on my good friend, the incorruptible police
yeah,
commissioner?
well, let's snoop on our friend. Hell yeah.
I sighed in relief. O'Leary had tried to buy Smirnoff on several occasions, but failed. Luckily, O'Leary had nothing on him, or me.
Oh, come on, game. You don't give us any meat or bones or anything that's questionable that we can bring it up when we find out that's just a misnomer or something. Come on, man. Why do you bring that up if that's not even going to be like a thing, you know? I guess it's just supposed to affect the Blacksad stats, you know? It's just like, oh, he's untrustworthy because it appeared before or whatever. Okay, I saw that X. Come back, X. I saw you. Look at my hand. I'm moving my arm in weird directions just for you, X. There we go. Oh, well, that's another one. Oh, it's a car. Danny Marston? John Marston. What are you doing here? That is that book, like the
limited edition
poetic
copy
boxer.
2 of 3. We listen, if you call it listening, to the sentimental romance. Your eyes act like the moon.
Oh, that's cheesy as fuck. No, I'm just kidding. Wait, wasn't there another? I was about to say, wasn't there another drawer? Whoa!
If they're not together anymore, why does O'Leary keep so many pictures of romantic moments with Helen Moore?
He should just dump his memories of his former wife, just like I did with Natalia. Or Natalie, or whatever her name was. Unfortunately, we'll never really know all the truth because I chose the ignore option, so, or leave it be option, so I have no idea what their story is. Oh well. What? Oh, on, off, on, off, off. Or sorry, off, on, off, on. He. Oh, actually, let's leave it on just because. This kind of reminds me of the first area you play in Beyond Detroit Human or Human Detroit or whatever it's called. Reminder, I need to upload the last few episodes from that series. I keep forgetting to upload the last of that series. That was actually technically my first... Does that fish look like me? That creepily looks like me. Huh. Anyway.
Ireland, of course. This guy's obsessed.
Well, most Irish are obsessed with Ireland, so... It's true. I speak God's truth. Come on, I saw another X there above the painting. God, my worst enemy in this game is highlighting the character properly so I can see the X's. Yeesh. Right.
Luckily or not, files in through R included no one that I could somehow connect to the case.
Oh. It also starts with the letter R. For rude. Or I don't know.
I hope I never become the object of O'Leary's obsession.
You never had a stalker before, huh? I've never had it either, but I've heard it's pretty heinous to have one. Anyone in here? Avon Collins? Ooh, we do have a few. Joseph Dunn, Avnarius, and Frank Cassidy. Let's check them all. Why not? We're here to snoop, right? You're learning all the secrets. All the nasty stuff. What kinks are you into, dude?
Dunn's integrity was legendary, even in O'Leary's shady reports, just like Yale had said. Dunn had kicked one of O'Leary's men out of the gym when he found him snooping around.
Well, he was a good man unless it came to his daughter. Then he was a terrible person because of that. All right, how about the boxing commissioner? Or I think that's what he is, right? The boxing commissioner, or head of that organization, anyway.
Cassidy's report was possibly the longest among all of O'Leary's files. Apparently, their rivalry went way back, so much so that they spied on each other in the most unthinkable ways. At least I was able to confirm what Yale had told me. Cassidy had threatened Dunn after he refused to join the managers' union.
The managers' union. Depending on which time period, unions are either good or bad. It really depends on what. And there are corrupted. I think unions are important to have in certain respects. It just depends on the union, though, because some unions will get so full of themselves, or they don't do what they're supposed to do for the workers. So it depends on if they're. I think you should have some type of organization, so like corporations just don't steamroll over you. But there has to be like a stop to the power dynamic. But what they say, power corrupts absolutely, no matter who it is. Anyway, let's check the last little bit there.
The report on Yale's father was the shortest of all, since only his name was left. Why?
I was about to say, why even have a folder if you didn't even really interact with him? Or maybe there was something there and it got burnt or left or whatever. It's hard to say. Oh, more other stuff. Oh, it's safe.
A Crossler? The good news is, I don't need lockpicks to open it. The bad news, I didn't bring explosives.
Well, can't you just get a stethoscope and hear the clicks? I've seen lockpickers before. It's or people who've lock crackers before. It's pretty neat.
Even Dunn had a gun in his office. O'Leary couldn't possibly be the exception.
That would be weird if the mob Boston or bookie.
Dunn had $200 in his safe. O'Leary had about $20,000 in a drawer.
Yeah, he won't miss it. Nah, we can't steal it. Nuts. I was about to say you could just 5-finger discount a couple of them. I mean, would he notice with that much money? Some rich people just don't notice that type of stuff because they're just so rich, and I hate them for it. Don't you, viewers? Wild berries. Okay. Wild berries indeed, apparently. That's the new password. So is it Walt sent me? Oh well. I always want that the password to be everything. So. Oh, man, we got a few. Oh, sorry. Recorded this a little late. We got a few options. More betting tickets. One of the. I forgot what they're. An old-fashioned typewriter. This is really old even for me. The only reason I recognize it is because one of my parents' old workplaces had a typewriter, or it was like a cash. Well, this one's a typewriter, but there was like cash typewriters too that were similar. They were these big old buttons that you had to press to
a little
to
thingamajig that adds on its own. What'll they think of next?
Soon they'll come up with calculators.
It looks like a summary of all the bets that come in. Day, amount, bet, wagerer. Wait a minute. Did O'Leary himself bet $5,000 on Yale?
Yeah, that's why he wants to Yale to be around so he can actually cash in on that. I mean, it's obvious that he would bet on the one with the highest odds so he wins the most out of it. And, of course, fact those
Sometimes I
odds.
forget that criminals, even the office variety, have family and kids.
Lucky them. Exactly what they deserve. Yeah. I've got nothing to say about it. I've given up love.
16 days until the fight.
Doesn't look like there's anything else here. Alright, don't we have a couple of deductions we can make? Or am I... I thought I saw one that said we did, maybe we don't. No, it says I don't, so it must mean I haven't found all the info here, so it means I still need to look around, so. I thought I checked everything, but no, I already checked that. Yep. Don't you always hate it when you miss like that one other like clue or information, so you have to look over everything all over again, see if you miss something. I wonder what I'm missing. Like where it is, like. Of course, with how finicky this game is sometimes when it comes to like highlighting clues and stuff like that, who knows? Can we actually leave the place or no? Hold on, I can't actually see. At that point, it's so dark, I have no idea if I'm actually moving away from this place or not. It's gotta be in that one room with O'Leary's stuff in it. I mean, because the deductions haven't... There's no, like, numbers on the deductions, so I can't do anything with that. Oh, did I just forget this first one? Of course I did. I could have swore I clicked that, but I guess I didn't. Oh, we'll check the rest of the file. Helen Moore. Oh, his former wife. You stalking your wife, dude? Did you fuck my wife? Did I fuck his wife? No, I don't think we did.
Helen Moore's file was, by far, one of the juiciest. She had been just a run-of-the-mill tennis player until O'Leary launched her career by rigging enough games to help her climb the ranking. However, O'Leary hadn't fixed any of her games in over a year. In spite of that, she remained undefeated. Be as it may, it was clear that O'Leary had enough information to ruin her career.
Yeah, he set her up with Stone. Maybe he still loves her or something like that in a weird sense. And the fact that she kept playing, maybe she actually got better on her own, thinking, oh, I'm this great, but I need to keep my title, so I gotta keep training and all this other stuff. Who knows? See what he's got on good old Jake. Probably nothing, really. Or something as simple as he stole something when he was a child, and that's it, and he's like, oh, don't tell on me.
Strange as it may seem, the reports revealed that O'Leary had hired Jake as a bodyguard precisely because he was absolutely clean. Apparently, he liked to surround himself with honest people when he mingled with the high society.
I guess if you had criminals, they would do criminal things. It might mess up his good name or whatever. Or, yeah, the good name he's been trying to perceive. Well, that didn't give me any new, like, dialogue or any new deductions, so it means I've still got a few things I need to find, apparently. Oh, yeah, and I have to use that password, right? That's somewhere. I hope it's not just something I, like, randomly missed because my flashlight wasn't in, like, the right direction, you know? Yeah, more clown catfish or whatever you want to call him. I may have to cut it to when I find the like last little clue or whatever. There wasn't any new deductions, were there? That I didn't. No. Usually the game will have a number if I can actually do something with it. Huh. All right. Well, I'll cut it here, and then if I find it, find that one thing I'm missing, I'll cut right back to it. So I'll see y'all in a second. Okay, never mind. A cutscene just occurred, so never mind, guys. I'll probably leave in that awkward silence there, just because why not?
Someone was coming.
Are we or are we not exemplary workers, Jimmy? Here it is.
Oh, we gotta hide. Jeez, it's the cops. I mean, the mafia. Left or right, man. Left or right. No, I guess. I mean, I chose left, but you know. Given this game, right probably would have either taken us to the same spot or killed me. One of the two.
Hey, Jimmy, what do you think about that?
I think he's scared stiff, Desmond.
Why's that, Jimmy? We're giving you the red carpet treatment. We even let you in the boss's office.
You're one lucky fellow.
You can't say I don't treat you well, Jimmy.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy is old as you want to
Speak,
get
you
it.
moron.
Yeah, very well. Why are you...
Shh. Calm down. How long have you worked for me, Jimmy?
Three
He's a
months.
stoolie, huh?
3 months.
Oh, yeah. I hired you right after your cousin Martin died. I need your opinion. How would you punish someone for ruining an innocent man's life with a hit and run, Jimmy?
I don't know.
And tell me, what about you, Wilson? What would you do?
No, please.
These guys are hardcore, man. Save Jimmy, stay put. I'm not doing anything. I'll get shot if I don't. If I do.
He was a good guy. Of course, you already knew that. You knew him better than me, right?
He was my cousin.
That's why I hired you, Jimmy. You see, Martin was a dear friend. And his widow said you were a nice kid. That you do a good job and you needed the money. And I have a soft spot for those in need.
Please.
But, you know what? I talked to her just yesterday. She told us you did some naughty things to her with that gun, Jimmy.
No.
That's no way to treat a widow, is it?
Try to save Jimmy, stay put. Nope, gonna get shot if I did it.
Why would I do that?
What about the kid? Are you so sure you know how long a kid can hold his breath? With his little head inside a toilet bowl?
Son of a bitch.
Risk your life for Jimmy, stay put. Now, this guy sounds like he's trash, actually.
It was
So.
his idea.
Who's your boss? Give me a name!
Cassidy. It was his idea. He said you'd hired me if I'd managed to scare the widow, and I just...
All right. Let's just calm down now. It's gonna be okay. There are two sacred principles that rule my life. The first principle is the love for my family. I do anything to protect them. The second principle, I never put my future in the hands of fate. I always play it nice and safe. And I would even add a third principle, or better yet, a rule. If anything threatens either of these two crucial principles, I take matters into my own hands. You see where this is going? For the first time, I got someone killed. Even though all I really did was rat him out.
No, I just...
Stop interrupting me, Jimmy! It's not polite! You're all the same. So rude. You know what? Let's leave it at that. You're going to give a message to that disgusting walrus Cassidy, aren't you?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the right message,
Good
if you know what I
boy.
mean.
What's the message?
You know what's coming, folks.
Oh, Jimmy. You still don't get it, do you? You are the message.
Huh?
I've watched enough mafia films to know where that was going.
Wrap him up. Make sure Cassidy gets the message for breakfast, will you? I hope he chugs on it.
Got it.
Where are you hiding, little fishy? Once again, you didn't get to hear the end of my story.
Are we escaping? Are we using boots of escaping? Why do we stay during that? Oh, I guess the whole idea of staying during the whole time was to possibly save the kid, but I bet if we helped him, we would have gotten shot or something like that, I bet. It's mobsters killing mobsters. We don't want to be a part of that. Uh-oh. Where's Jake? Ring the bell, hide, attack. I don't know, let's get out of here. And we're dead.
That's what you can.
Well, that guy's a good shot. Well, it is a shotgun. Shotguns have a spread. So usually people who aren't good at shooting things usually use shotguns because, not saying it's not easy to shoot a shotgun, it's just saying it's easier than shooting like a pistol because it spreads. And you're like, boom, you're more likely to guarantee the shot. But it looks like we're dead. Or are we dead? Perhaps in another reality, we chose the right decision to impose into O'Leary and question him some more. But find out what happens with that next time in the next episode of Blacksad, Under the Skin. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.